Okay, thank you very much indeed. I welcome everybody join this meeting, and yeah, this is my. I'm just now going to read my, the first notice of recording. I advise that those people are participating, listening to the online meeting, that a recording will be available for future record on the council's YouTube channel. So this is the first one. Have you got any apologies?
Just from Sergeant McWalter, but as you've just heard, we've got Sergeant Snape standing in for him, so he can take back any police issues.
Yeah, and also the very last moment from the Justin from the waste management. So he just very last moment he apologized for the someone is very ill within probably his mom or something. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, yes. Justin from Waste Management's had a family emergency. He was due to join us to give a waste management update, but unfortunately he can't. So
if because we got the the normal agenda now, if I say something about the waste, about the waste, about the fly tipping, all these things happening in Newtown, which is a very concern to not only to all of the residents except the few ones, those who are the culprit, those who are responsible for all this dumping, and it's increasing. So this is the matter of concern to everyone in Newtown. So I think that should I, because I just I leave this how Emma she can say something later on, because I do not need to discuss too much about the waste management. Because it's very urgent. That's why we need to talk to and encourage people, at least the resident, if they can form a resident group, or sorry, what is called the neighborhood watch, and they see those who are responsible and report it to the 11th section, so that an action can be taken to enforce these people not to dump anymore. So this is my request to each and every member of the community. They should be vigilant and report if they see anybody dumping any kind of rubbish, which is not. It is annoying. It is annoying. So if anybody wishes to say anything about the waste management, about the fly tipping, about all this. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Councillor.
Good evening, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Inish from the Newtown Community Forum. We already had a meeting before.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember me.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. If I see you, I can recognize you without any problem, yeah.
Okay, this one from dumping the rubbish like outside the windows and even outside. It's definitely a issue that we have been having here in Newtown.
Yeah.
As we spoke in the last meeting, like what can be done?
Yeah, this is a problem actually. Whenever I see any kind of rubbish anywhere, or somebody report to me, I always, sending it to the, the waste service. But unfortunately, I think Emma Price also, she is the housing manager, acting manager. She knows about if there are some housing, and I think housing is responsible to clear all these things. All these things I'm learning, gradually from the system. Who is responsible for what and all these things. So if you have any kind of, if you have taken any photographs and all this, can you anytime forward it to me, and I can then immediately forward to the relevant person for immediate action. But as because there are too many, not only in Newtown, every part of Birmingham, you appreciate that, the officer they are saying, it's not me, it is too much for them. So there is a queue there. So Emma Price also, she will explain from the housing side, because she already explained to us all about it, because she knows all about it. So I think we should join together to this to stop it. And the only way I think I'm thinking that if we can every community can they can form their own not a resident group, I'm saying, about a neighborhood watch, which will be very useful. And that will help the community, and that might stop a little bit of dumping once you recognize and report it to the relevant, the people to take appropriate action.
Okay, if these people they get caught, a good way for them to stop is find them. Yeah. And for that to happen, it will be good also the cameras that have been removed from these towers to put again in the place. We used to have cameras in the towers here in Newtown. Everything has been removed. So that is something hard to control and to see who's dumping rubbish. The same way the rubbish has been collected properly. It's full of rubbish outside here in Newtown. It's not good for the environment. This is full of mice, cockroaches. Who lives here knows.
Yeah, it is a pain, to be honest with you. Everywhere it is so much, everything, you know, I saw personally a rat there one of the time, and it is in the, it is called, you know, the Beltnor Avenue, which is the alleyway of 23 Beltnor Avenue, and I saw it physically last Sunday. So it is discussing. So that's why I'm going to ask Emma to not only one part of, you know, I mean, you know, one section of the not only one part of the committee, everywhere it is happening. So people are, you know, dumping. They do not care. So they have no sympathy for the neighbors and everything. They should be, you know, they should be very, you know, they should be very careful. They should not do it, and it cannot be adjusted. Where I live, I have the same problem, but it's not that much, you know, I have seen in Newtown or Ashton, Lozells or other inner city areas, but it is increasing there as well.
This is too much, and this is a conversation, as I mentioned, that we already had with you before, and nothing has been done today. We never heard nothing from you until today. So what we want to know, what actions, what plans will be taking place?
Okay.
From you are our councillor. From
Okay.
this area, so we want to know.
Okay. Thank you. Good. Thank you very much asking this question. What I'm asking the officers, they should come around with us, or the local, not with us means, you know, resident, and they can see themselves what has been happening, and they can take it as seriously to tackle with this matter. If not, because we have a plan. I mean, you know, we have, you know, the work plan, but it's, you know, the city, you know, from this side or the other side of the city council, they are not, you know, I mean, you know, not doing that much. They're supposed to be, you know, respect the resident from Newtown and do the job as they wish. So this is not what. So now I have no other choice, as you said, you know, what my plan, because we have a plan, but I think I have no other choice. I have to write to each 11 cabinet member for each problem, as well as to the leader of the council, to do something about it. If not, then in the full council meeting, I'll ask the question, why Newtown is so neglected. So this is the only thing I can do as a representative of the Newtown, Newtown resident.
Okay, I agree with that, but you had enough time to do that before. Why you didn't have that meeting? It's going now for more than 2 months. We have this community forum meeting where you attended. Thank you for that. And the same thing you're saying now, you say that before, that you're going to have that meeting, but it seems like you didn't have any meeting at all.
Which meeting are you talking about?
In Newtown community forum, the one that you attend.
Yeah. So
we did spoke about this before.
Yes, I know.
And you said you're taking that to the council, have a meeting with them, and it seems like that didn't happen, because you're telling us now that you're gonna do that now.
Councillor Islam, can I just, I've put my hand up just to answer the question that's been posed to you. Is it Inez that just mentioned?
Yes, Inish, yes.
Was it the meeting that you attended at Burberry Park?
Yes.
Right.
No. It was in
Panel Croft, which was only which was only 2 weeks ago.
No, not that one. That is a different one.
You mean there was another one for the St. George's or something Desmond was saying?
Yeah, exactly that one, St. George's.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, already. What I have done, yes, and I'm also going, you know, I'm asking every time, asking them to come out and, you know, see the condition of Newtown. So, you know, these people are so busy, they are not coming. So I can try again, already in my plan, to ask them to come. As I just mentioned to you, if it doesn't work, then I can ask all the committee members, those who are responsible for each section of this problem, as well as the leader of the council. Also, I can ask a question, either to the leader or to the relevant person. I'm talking about all the politicians, those who are sitting in the, the full council meeting, and ask them who is responsible, what you are going to do it, and the Newtown is always neglected. So this is the only thing I can do. I cannot, do the job within a week or so, but I have to continue to fight, and I need your support.
Okay, we kindly appreciate that, because these actually with rubbish all outside.
I know.
Even
Okay.
if you drive by here in Newtown, they collect the bins and that's it. The rest is just there. It's a lot. It's mice everywhere.
Yeah.
These towers.
I know. Can I request you one thing?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Can I request you one thing?
Yes.
Can you join with me? Can we, just raise a petition and sign by any? If you can help me as well to get signature from the other people, and I also do my best as much as I can. I know the people, ask them to get signature. I can prepare a petition and I can give it to you and to other people to get signed and submit to the city council.
Yeah, yes, Councillor. I have been doing, as a member of this community, I have been doing my part to this community.
Yeah.
But there is things that is out of my hands.
Yeah.
There are things that has to be you. They are in a high position to do.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
And
yeah.
this one of the cameras in collecting rubbish is just very important, because if Newtown is city center, why don't we have the same treatment as the city center?
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing, can I just mention to you, for example, the wheelie bins and the all these been not collected for 8 weeks, which is the Gate Street side and Hospital Street side, you see, and I visited. So it was taken eventually, but now I had an email which I forwarded to the, the Barbary Park Committee. I think was it yesterday or before yesterday, 2 email I received, about all these things, why it will be delaying, and it could be delayed more because of the reason already been stated. So. Yes, I'm doing my best to help the community, but because of the resources are very limited, so I'm doing my best, and I can continue to fight for the resident of Newtown.
Councillor Pat and Emma have both got their hands up to come in. I think they'd like to respond to something that's been said.
Yeah, Pat's here. It's just to say that I've put some information in the chat box, and regarding St. George's, if we can. Myself and Emma, I'm talking on behalf of Emma, arrange a walkabout in the next couple of weeks, specifically to look at the area of St. George's, Uxbridge, that will get the ball rolling until such time as other service areas and intervention can occur. If that's acceptable by Inez, is that okay?
Yeah, that will be amazing. So you can come and see with your own eyes.
Yeah, what I'll ask offline, I'll try and get your email address and I will contact you via email.
Okay, anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, Park. Thank you very much indeed.
I think Emma wants to speak as well, Councillor.
Okay.
Yes, sorry, Councillor. Yeah, Inez, if there's specific blocks where you're saying that we've got cockroaches and mice, we are aware of some of the blocks, and we have sent environmental health pest control out to treat different flats. So if you can pass on some information to us where, which blocks this is happening in, then we will get environmental health and get the treatment started. So that's not an issue at all.
Okay, that one, it's in every single towers. I live on TV Tower, and I did have this week, the pest control came here again.
Right, okay.
Because I found one cockroaches here, but in every tower in my neighbors, I do speak with my neighbors to see how they doing about the houses conditions here. And also a lot of problems that they have with weight regarding fixing the house, and a lot of issues is going on here. And the mice and cockroaches, it's one of them. I even spoke with the gentleman that came here for the pest control. I said, this old tower is infested of cockroaches. Even in the corridor, there's a lot of mice here. And he told me, tell your neighbors to call me. That was it.
Right.
Because I see some of the neighbors, I tell them, I give the number, but I don't see all of them.
No, I mean that's if the case is if it's raised with the hub, or if the issues are raised, then we can address them. But if people aren't telling us, then obviously we don't know.
I think because they are tired, many things already had been reported to the city council and nothing has been done.
Well, ultimately, I would authorise that the treatment of cockroaches.
Okay, what's your name? Sorry.
I would authorise the go ahead with environmental health, and
Okay.
I've had very few requests. The ones that we have done, we have gone on and treated, but we've had very few requests. So I would please ask your friends to report it to us, through the official channels.
Okay, I'm gonna keep trying to tell them, because it's not fair, like me having the treatment here in my flat and then some don't have, and many of them also coming through the bins to the chute.
Right.
So this is hard. Even outside from the back door, front door, you can actually see the mice fighting each other.
Right.
There is holes in the floor where they hide, where they live. It's just dirty. It's really, really dirty.
So you just need to get somebody, or whoever's living there, to keep reporting it. When you see the pest control as well, also show them where you've seen them and where the holes are outside, because they can treat outside as well.
Okay. They're meant to come now this week, so I will show them.
Okay, lovely.
Okay, Emma, sorry, can I raise about this, the cockroach and all these issues? Because I have been writing on behalf of the resident, because they are experiencing all this problem. And whenever, most of the time, I'm getting back a reply that everyone should pay £75 charge for treating. Am I right? Because I have been all this evidence. Yeah. So,
generally, what we do suggest is if a tenant is just reporting on their own, then and nobody else has reported in the block, then it is their responsibility to seek pest control themselves. But if there's more than one in a block, or there's 10 or 12 flats experiencing the same problem, then of course we will get pest control in, because we obviously have an issue there. So then that's when we authorise for them to come in and do a treatment programme.
That is definitely an issue. And one thing also you need to understand about here in Newtown, that is the language barrier, the communication. Some of my neighbors, they don't know how to use computer or to send an email, or even speak proper English.
Right.
So I always try to find someone who can translate, but it's not always available. But I can assure you and confirm now at this moment, there is a problem with cockroaches and mice in all the blocks.
Right, so we'd need to know sort of where they are, what floors, have they reported it to the caretakers? There's caretakers on site every day. I mean, they should be notified as well.
Yeah, I speak with them a lot. I told them about it.
Right.
Can I just make it clear a few points? As you mentioned about, if it is one particular one, so they will be responsible for, for the treating that they have to pay. So if there is, for example, more than 2, 3, 4 reporting from the same location, so that means the environmental health officer, whoever it is, go and treat is without any charge. Am I right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, okay. So because I remember I did it from the high-rise flat, about the 20 high-rise flat, and I've been always reporting, and the people are saying that yes, I got it, the other person got it. Anyway, so if I, for example, get about 6, 7 resident of the high-rise flat, or whoever it is, living in a flat, so should we, where we should, email? Should I email to you or to any, which department?
But if you report it initially to me, and then I can
follow it up.
follow it up. Yeah.
But going to the council, the usual complaint section. So because we have been advised to put complaint to the complaint section, and this is actually time consuming. As the lady previously asking, I'm sending all this email, taking time to get a reply. First of all, you get just acknowledgement. We received it. We are forwarding to the relevant section, and it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 months time. You see all this. It's not only me saying, all the other councillors saying. So the system must be changed.
Yes, there is an issue, Councillor Islam, with the system. There is. But what I would suggest you do is email the city complaints and CC me in. And then obviously I can pick it up as well. It will still come to me eventually, but at least I can pick it up quicker.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it most of the time, as but sometimes I feel that it will be too much for you, because I'm almost every day I'm sending so many. You can tell how much email I'm sending every day. I'm doing full-time job like for the Newtown.
That's right. Yes.
I'm not tired, but I feel very, very angry. It's not been followed by the various departments, and the people are I'm not being. The people of Newtown are very nice people. They are very nice, except few people are those who are dumping. I can blame them.
Yeah.
Very nice people living in Newtown. They are very, very, very people and very good people. They want their place to be clean, and they are very hardworking people. And as you mentioned, it was the language problem, which is another thing. When I write on behalf of a constituent, sometimes, for example, as a councillor, I write, it's no problem. But sometimes if anybody else is on behalf of the family write it, they say, no, we cannot consult with you because of this, all this problem about the confidentiality and all these things. So some occasion, another thing can you clear? For example, if I'm a council tenant, and you are my councillor, and if you email on my behalf, why the housing department or the repair section normally replies that it should be coming from the tenant should ring fast. Then if it is not working, then the councillor can write on behalf of you. Is it true?
Well, yes, you can still put that through to the complaints team, and that would be redirected to the repairs. But I mean, what every tenant will have a reference number whenever a job is raised for a repair, and that's the key. They need to hold on to that repair number, and if they go back to the hub, quote that number, and then it follows up. Then it follows on that job.
Yeah, because many times I'm getting reply that the tenant should ring the department, and then we can follow it up. So it's because there are lots of people that do not speak English, and they asked me to do it. I did it sincerely, but it was not accepted because of this this barrier. They should contact themselves so they can use their children to ring the department and all these things. So it is quite it's quite the way it is happening. I don't think that I'm very happy. I think the system should be changed to see, and they make it easy for the people to get in touch with the city council departments. I'm not saying to you anything. It's nothing to do with you. See, I'm talking about the system. That's why we have to be Newtown residents should be. I'm not saying only Newtown, the other ward as well, like Ashton and other parts of Birmingham, especially the inner city areas. Everybody should be united. I always use the word united. If we are united, we can achieve. If we are not united, we cannot achieve.
Exactly.
Yeah. So another thing, just to clear, the lady already mentioned about working the site, because I proposed it long time now. Remember, I already talked to you personally, and watching and see for yourself whoever relevant. Only once we made it, you and me and Kevin. Remember in the avenue, which is. And also it's been followed now because you did the job, and the resident of the Stainsby Avenue already congratulated you and thanks you from their heart. And also, I sincerely, thank you for my heart. Yeah. So if we can do the job like this, I think we can actually follow lots of problem and we can resolve lots of problem in Newtown. So,
Yeah.
Because I need support from other officers as well, like you
Yeah.
are helping me, so that we'll be okay in Newtown. So people will be happy, everyone will be happy, I will be happy as well. Am I right, Pat?
What's that? Sorry.
You
What
are,
what I'm
Councillor. Thank
saying,
you.
what
There's a, I was gonna say, there's a raised hand, Councillor. I think someone's
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
their hand
it's,
up. Top.
it's in it.
It's me again. So Emma is from the housing service, yeah?
sorry, the
Emma,
Yes,
Emma?
yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Okay, so I have a question for you, darling. Another problem beside that, the mice, the pest control that we have here in these towers, in the houses, in the streets, it's the conditions that we live here. I know cases of people that they report to city council, they try to get wait or someone to come to fix the boiler because they don't have hot water or heatings. The electrical cables, they falling off, tiles, they falling off. We have all the time burst pipes. I had a new kitchen. For my personal experience, I spent 4 months with no heatings and hot water at home with 4 young kids. After being reporting, after they fixed the kitchen, I had a burst pipe in the kitchen that unfortunately the water went down until the 3rd floor. The same way, I already have water coming from upstairs until my floor. So the conditions of these towers, it's horrible. In last meeting with the councillor, one of the members has made this question to the councillor, if he will live in these flats, in these block flats, and his answer was no, because it's disgusting.
Right. Regarding the heating and hot water, that shouldn't happen at all.
But it does happen, and a lot. And the thing is that we report, we have evidence, we report, wait, book appointments to come, they fix, they don't fix, they have to order this, they have to order that, they need to, then we need to wait a month, a week, or then when we realize it's 2 months already gone. So we have been living like this with that feeling nobody just care about us.
Occasionally, the contractors can't fix an issue. They wait for a part, but they should provide you with alternative heating. Did that not happen either?
That didn't happen to me. Thank God now I have a new boiler. I have all the new system, but it took me 4 months.
I mean, if you've got your reference number, your job number for your repair, I will certainly chase that up for you and see exactly what happened.
Yeah, on my side it's everything done, but there is still a lot of people living like this on these towers, because we get tired of reporting and then nothing has been done.
But say if you can give me those reference numbers, I can investigate that and see what's going on.
Okay, okay. Can I just...
They're gonna be a lot.
That's fine.
Okay, Emma.
Yeah. Sorry, can I stop you? This lady already explained her experience problem. This is not only her. There are other people. I can tell people are experiencing, Emma, and I'm talking about the repair section. They do not take any care. Some of the officers coming in, the contractor coming in, they do just touch it. They left it without any note or something. They said, oh, I'll report it to the council back again, and someone will come. But I got hundreds of cases. I got all the evidence, my emails and everything. So she is right, because she already complained, but nothing has been done. And I believe her, it was happened. Although I didn't see this, because I have the experiences. People are reporting, but nothing. I'm not talking about 100%, but most of the cases it's been ignored. And I think you know, those the contractor coming in, they do not do the job properly. It's not me. People are telling me time and again. For example, sorry, can I finish it there? You know, the high-rise flat, St. George's side, and the gentleman, he has been suffering from 8 months now. I visited about 4 or 5 times. Water all over the places. It was done 20, 30, 40, 50 times, but he's still leaking. He was crying. He was crying. He was crying with his wife and 2 children. So it's not only one cases. I can tell there are hundreds of cases in Newtown, especially high-rise flat and the flat. Everywhere it's been neglected. I don't know what's it. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to arrange a petition all about it, and I need the support from the resident. I'm sure they will be supporting me, and I can fight as much as I can. I'm not the person to deliver everything, but I can speak on behalf of them and fight on behalf of them for the benefit of the resident of Newtown.
That's fine. Councillor Islam, if you can get me some reference numbers, I will by all means chase this up, because that isn't good enough.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And another more thing, can I ask you one question so that it will relieves me? For example, you know, the high-rise flat, 20 high-rise flat, you know, the Gitch Tower and all these things. Who is responsible for all this? Is it, you know, who is mainly responsible for this? You know, the direct responsibility here.
It is housing.
Yeah, housing side. So is it nothing to do with you then, or?
Well, I mean, I oversee and manage the area, and then obviously my line manager is Carla Bates, but we oversee. But then if there's any issues with repairs or anything like that, that's a separate section. Yeah. So, you know, we liaise between us to sort things out.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much indeed. So another thing before I finalize this one about, you know, the come out and see, you know, there are other places. Remember I mentioned to you in Ashton, it is South Ashton. You know, the hedges are still there and the overgrown, and the, you know, the trees and all these things. The lady was actually she just got the tenancy about 4 or 5 months ago. And you know, I went there to check it. 2 of the houses, there are, you know, there are lots of trees, grown up trees, and they can't open the door or windows. And I think I forwarded you a copy. But I can, you know, forward it to you again. And actually, they were very upset with me because I can't deliver the service for them as a councillor, and I feel shame, you know, for this. So I can forward it to you, and if you can do something.
Councillor, if it's the one I'm thinking about, then we have got a solution to that. So if you email me it, I'll double check that it's the same one that we're thinking about, and then I will respond to you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Another thing, can I tell you, because the gentleman rang me this afternoon, early afternoon. It is the you know, the police station in Newtown. The road, just remind me. Just I can remind, you know. I have requested the very grown up, you know, hedges there, and it should be, you know, the Edinburgh Close.
Can't recall that one.
Yeah, Edinburgh Close is near. There is Lantwak, Lount, Lantwak. You know Lantwak.
Right.
Yeah. I already emailed to the, you know, council inquiry line, and I had, you know, just respond. It will be looked at. But if you can do something about it, the gentleman rang me from the Lantwak. He lives number 13. And also other people also told me. I visited, I saw it, and it is quite disgusting. It, you know, people can't, you know, pass by, and so I can forward it to you email again. And if I think I forwarded a copy, I think I can't remember now, because as you know, so many email I'm sending, you know, sending copy to you as well. So, you know, anyway, thank you very much.
Okay.
Anybody has any question for Emma?
No, but I will definitely speak with more neighbors to report any kind of problems they have in the flats. report the mice and cockroaches.
Yeah.
And of course, we as a community forum, we do care about our community, so we're gonna try do the best. So we kindly appreciate if you also do your part.
Absolutely.
But for example, you see, what's in Emma said, like she needs evidence, this and that, just for you to have a clear understanding. Like here on Tevio Tower, when it rains inside the block. This has been reported to City Council from residents, from Richard, that it's our caretaker, Carrie, that is the girl that cleaned the towers, and nothing has been done, and it's been like that for long time. Even when we report to the caretaker, to Richard, he said, I already report to them. He also don't understand why things don't get fixed.
Inez, he can chase that up with the repairs team, especially if he's got the reference number. He can actually follow that up.
They always promise to send someone to fix this, but they don't. I think they will just send someone when something bad happened, because where we have the lake of water when rains, it's inside the block. So we have a stairs, people fall down there, even my kids, because it gets a little bit slippery with the water. I think they will just do something when something serious happen, or are they waiting for something more serious to happen to any resident here?
I'll speak to Richard tomorrow.
Yes, Richard, he knows about it.
Yeah, and I'll see and I'll ask why it hasn't been followed up.
Okay, he does know about it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Emma, can I also, I need your help to discuss this quickly, if you don't mind. There are some, because I visited all over the weekend to Parliament Street in the South Ashton, and also 3 days I was knocking doors of the about 7 road, asking them to, drop their, unwanted item to the Bekul, the big Bekul coming from the Perivar, the depot, mobile household recycling. I'm talking about the household recycling. So because the reason what I have seen from the other one, from the the Newtown, the other side, because I went there to standing there about an hour, and only 2 persons dropped their belonging, but I saw there are lots of fly tippings left, the guest grove area, which is all over it. And this afternoon, I visited that side, and I spoke to one of the residents called, and I think I'm sure she's here and she's listening. And I rang her, and I told her my experience, what I've seen, which is not acceptable. There are certain, there are lots of fly tipping already on housing land. So what is the best way to resolve this? It is for a long time now. So is there anything from your side you can pursue the waste management or waste depot to, clear those as soon as possible?
Obviously the rubbish is cleared by our street scene team, and they are aware. We do any rubbish that's raised, that you raise with me, goes to that team, and often we get an email back saying that they will pick it up because they've got so much. It's a massive, as you've already said before, it's a massive issue right across the city. We'll pick up, and then literally the next day there's stuff there again. But we're tackling a huge list, and we've had one of the tippers out of action for quite some time because in fact, I don't think it's going to come back into circulation because there's damage on it. So that's an issue that we've only got 2 tippers instead of 3. We're short staffed as well, which is an issue, but we are trying and trying to clear as best as we can. And again, I would stress to any tenants, residents, whoever around the areas, if they can report it to environmental health, if they see anything and can identify people. The only way we can stop this is by prosecuting people.
Yeah, another thing, you know, is there anywhere from you or from any other or any of your colleague can work around, probably with some of the resident, and I think Miss Underdale is here. I think she's listening. Probably she can be a part of it, and I'll be a part of it. Probably I got other people that will from the area so that they can see themselves what has been happening there. So as you know, I think we should do something about it. So it's not only one side; it's everywhere, and we can do something. And so, do you think anybody else can come with us and look at it? I do not want to put everything on your shoulder. That is too much for you.
Yeah, I mean, I can certainly get the street scene team involved. I mean, they came out with Pat and I on the last walkabout that we carried out, and they were going to do some educational leaflets and send those round and tackle some of the issues that we found, because it was obvious who had dumped stuff. So yeah, we can work together on that, and I can get street scene involved.
Okay. I think Miss Andrea Daly here. Do you want to add anything?
Not really, but I'll just probably have a suggestion in a sense. I don't know if it would be useful, Emma, if probably at a certain point of the month or every other month, if maybe you guys can send out like some sort of communication to say like all heavy dump waste should be put out like on a particular day or something, if that would help. Because what I find happening is like people just keep just dumping mattresses, refrigerators, everything all on the streets. And it's at the moment the street is really horrible. So I don't know if it makes sense just to say like one day every month we would have like a bulk waste pickup. I don't know if that would help in any way.
I mean, we haven't really got the funding to do that.
Okay, that's fine.
And also our trucks that pick up the bulk waste have a weight limit. So if you put say a settee on there and a fridge, then literally that is the load, because we have to get all of the lorries weighed at the weigh bridge at the tip, and if they're over, we're actually legal. So we have an issue with because they're not very big vans, you know. It was supposed to be just you know, the odd tipping here, there, and everywhere, but it's just turning out that we're actually doing the job of what the old refuge team used to do. So we're really struggling. But I get what you say. I totally hear what you're saying, and it would be a great idea, but unfortunately, you know, we haven't got the capacity to do that.
Okay. Because it's just not a good look at the moment, to be honest.
No, I agree, and I think we need to start to try and educate people as well, to say this is not on, and obviously if we see people do it, we report them.
Understand.
This is the problem. People are frightened to report it, you see, because on 2 occasions only, you know, 2 people were identified because they were telling me, oh, somebody, you know, left the fly tippings. But I eventually, people told me, and they took photographs of that guy who was reporting every time about the fly tipping, and he was responsible. So 2 occasions it happened. They apologized to me because of the other people. I could not do anything. You know, I told the people, those who took the photograph, to give evidence, but they were reluctant. But you know, I'm still telling everyone, please do report this here. So it is ongoing matter, and it is growing and growing and growing. People are desperate. There is nothing happening, and people, you know, they have no, you know, they are doing it. So can I? So Anything else anybody wishes to raise?
Yes, just a quick question to Emma. Emma, do you also take care of this department of? Do you see the gentlemen that come to collect the bins?
No, that's the refuge team. That would be.
To deal with these men that come collect the bins outside.
Yeah, that's the refuge team who come and collect.
Okay, because I try with them, I try with the environment, so they pass the ball to one to another.
Waste management. What's the issue?
When they come to collect, I don't know if they are upset or early morning, they damaging the cars. And one of the cars, it was mine. I even took a picture. So the reply that I got is to contact my insurance company. My car is not the only one. Is not the only one that they actually damaged the car.
Right. I mean,
that's not cool.
No, you'd have to take that up with the waste management team.
I did that, but they pulled the ball one to another. They say, oh, it's another department, and the other, oh, contact your insurance company, this and that. So it's been like this for months. It comes in like in a way that I just give up because I'm not going nowhere with nobody. But they need to stop doing this. It's not good.
Were all the cars in allocated car park spaces?
Yes, in the back. Even what is her name? The girl that clean here the towers. Just bear with me a second. So Richard, there is the manager. He knows about it.
Right.
Already has been reported because even when they take the bins from the chute, they just leave the bins outside wherever they want, like blocking the path from outside the towers. Sometimes we want to help them, so we fix the bins, put like it just in one place.
Okay, I'll speak to.
Yeah, Newtown has been neglected in a way that we feel nobody care about us, about this community, and it's just not here, but unfortunately,
Okay, so I'll have a chat with Richard to see where, you know, what he knows about that and see if we can follow that up as well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think should we just jump to local update and concern?
Council, we've got Sergeant Snape on the call. I don't know if there are any concerns from residents on the call, which are police related or community safety related, that Pete can take some details and pass on to the relevant sergeant.
If anybody has anything, they can put it, and I think we'll get a reply eventually from them.
There's not enough police patrolling Newtown streets.
So,
it's true. Just when it's some shooting, something's happening, everybody comes. Otherwise, nobody.
I have a concern. Can I just raise it because I was there Sunday, and I have been told one of the household they are dealing drugs, and people are keep on coming in. And I went there to check it on several occasions, and I saw it from the distance. The people are coming, but I didn't see actually what has been, what kind of transaction going on. But I have been told by the local, nearby residents, they're actually dealing with the drugs. So I particularly, I already requested previously about 18 months ago, and I was told by one of the police officers I saw, for I vaguely remember, they couldn't find anything. But if it is nothing there, then why every 5 minutes to 10 minutes time, someone and speaking to the window, ground floor window, and something, normally I can see something, exchanging. So, because I'm not the police person to go and check it. So I think it's worth worth checking by the police if this is possible. And also email to, this evening, asking the police to be alerted and check it, please. Anything else?
Yeah, the police needs to engage more with the community.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
it.
Yeah.
We
So-
have been, I'm really pleased they have been attending the community forums, not just from St. George's and others. So we always have the chance to let them know how we feel and what we think, because we need to feel safe. And if we have them coming here, engage with the community, it makes them feel more safe. It's gonna be more safe even for my kids. Even last week we had a shooting like 500 yards for where I live. That 13 years old boy was shot in the back. He's basically the same age as my daughter. So I don't feel safe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is right. So we need more police patrolling, and I believe that there will be some police officer will be recruited, and probably we can get a share of some number of police in Newtown as well. So I don't know when, but if this is the case, probably I'm sure the West Midlands Police will utilize some of the officers in Newtown as well. We can again, collectively, the fight for more police officers in Newtown. So that probably we can overcome some of the problem, the antisocial behavior and other. You see, I remember there was a shooting, the West Road, which it is still there is a long light. I requested, and also police requested. I haven't seen any light yet. You see, so I'm going to raise this matter again. I checked it. I did not get any reply. It is totally dark, and it should be actually looked at very carefully and do the job immediately. So, anything else anybody has? Should I now move to local updates and concern? Everybody look quiet. Hello.
Yeah, I did a lot of speaking today.
If you want to give an update, Councillor,
Yeah, a little bit of updating about, I have to tell it because it's very important to me. I believe it is important. Mobile household recycling, which will be happening tomorrow, which is Wednesday, from 7 till 12 p.m., which is the Wellington Street. So it will cover South Ashton. That was the reason, because last time the one near to the Queen Elizabeth Court, I didn't see not many people dump their unwanted item. Therefore, 3 days continuously knocking doors, and I have almost spoke to 99% of the householder and requested them what they can dump and what they can't dump. So they are aware of it. Also, for your information, there will be a 7th of December, 7 a.m. in the morning till 12 p.m. What is called? What's the name of the road? Gate Street, near to the shopping center. So there will be, there will be stand by. I think there are 2 big backhoe. So I'm going to do the same thing and knocking doors nearby all the street myself and asking people to dump their rubbish as much as they can. But there are certain things they can't dump. For example, fridge, big, the garage door and all these things, concrete, sand, bricks. Otherwise, they can do. They can actually, if you know anybody in the area, they can any household item rubbish. Paper, cardboard, glasses, plastics, metals, clothes, garden waste, toys, small item of furniture, they can do it here. So it will be very useful so that if the people know and they can drop it, because they will not come and collect it. It should be, because I was at many residents in South Ashton, and I tell them, no, you have to drop it yourself. So for example, tomorrow I'll be there myself, standing there an hour, see how much they get it, and also still I'll ask some people, nearby people, to go and dump their, drop it, and similar thing I'll do to the street as well. About the concern, we already mentioned about all this writing. Everybody agree with me, so hopefully you will be jointly tackle this problem. So anything else if anyone wishes to raise?
Councillor, there doesn't seem to be any questions.
Yeah, okay. Can I, about the update, another thing, the transportation, which is called, medical transportation, I don't recall. They actually sent, posted the one of the, the resident of in Sutton Street and the nearby 2 street about the, the yellow lines. So I think about 10 people so far replied, they received the reply. I think also they received some of the email back. But many of the people, the resident rang me because of the language barrier. They could not fill the word and they did not, return it, but they didn't like it. So actually, the officer already been informed about it. So they will make their own decision. And part you also involved in this matter, you know all about it. So hopefully it will work, as the resident wish. Because initially, 2-3 resident, when the the district engineer was there, he himself attended this, place, and some people are saying about this corner yellow line. But now, because 2 of them died, and I think there are new people already arrived in the area. So actually, I've been to the area as well twice, and the people I think do not like it to happen.
Councillor, you don't want me to give an answer to this, do you? I just thought you're just doing a presentation.
Sorry,
you don't want me to interject at all. I think you've covered it.
Oh, if you want to say anything. Yes.
No, I don't. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think I'm sorry about the officers not about the waste management, but probably we'll get it next time. But I request everyone we should work together for the benefit of Newtown. It is not my responsibility only. We should work together. But we should be vigilant. Look for the criminal, those who are dumping, or those who are actually doing wrong thing. We should be together to get them punished. Anyway, anything else? So should I close the meeting?
Yeah, they don't seem to be. Oh no, sorry, Rehan's got his hand up.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Sorry, Councillor Islam. Rehan has his hand up. I think he wants to ask a question.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Ryan, yeah.
Hi there, Rayhan. My question is, how do we get more people from our Newtown Ward to engage in these meetings?
Yes, yeah, only, yeah, that's the, for example, young people like you tell the people to join the meeting. So not only your responsibility, there are other people as well. And from the city council side, I don't know the answer. Maybe part what she might be expert than me. She might, add something if she knows anything about it, how we can encourage other people to join in.
Okay, that's obviously difficult to have these engagement online. However, if you have email addresses of people you think would be interested in joining us in future meetings, I have actually put my email address in the chat box. You can send the details through to me, and I will forward them on to my colleague Kay, who will send out invitation for future meetings. Is that okay?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you, Pat. Ryan, are you all right? Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, thank you. You can tell anybody if you want to give the email, and because you got the link today, for example, if you know someone and request them to join in, and it is the benefit for everybody, so they can join in, participate, a discussion, and advise what to do about Newtown. Anyway, anything else? I better to close the meeting now.
I think that's it now, Councillor.
Thank you very much indeed, everybody. Good night, everyone, and thanks everybody for for the comment and suggestion and all this thing. It is a great time, and I hope the future meeting you will be all attending and contribute to our Newtown Ward. Thank you very much. Good night to everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Yeah. Good night.